It's time to say goodbye to some bad Tory rubbish. And look at this. Since last time we did an episode of Tory rats jumping the sinking ship, it appears that there's another 8 who have decided to leave the party early too. That's 59 in total, which is almost 17% standing down. The most recent being Paul Scully. I wonder if it was the whole no-go zones that finally did it for him.
The point I'm trying to make is if you look at parts of Tower Hamlets, for example, where there are no-go areas, parts of Birmingham, Sparkhill, where there are no-go areas.
Well, what he said is completely unacceptable and wrong. My understanding is that he's stepped back from those remarks that he's made. If that's the case, and I think that's absolutely the right thing to do, because...
The fact that I used that term, and I've spoken a lot about the need to use a sensible language. I clearly didn't use the right language there. And why is that? Because actually it's a distraction from the direct opposite what I was trying to say, which is basically there are areas around every city in the country, frankly, which people are worried about going to.
Anyway, let's not get bogged down in this. Instead, I want to focus on Scully, who filibustered a bill that would outlaw the firing of workers and hiring them back at a shit wage. The sort of thing that happened over at P&O.
No, but but as I say, it depends on the route. It depends on.
But this is the route, the Dover to Calais route. There's no dispute about the route. They're workers who will be at times staying here in the UK, trying to feed themselves here in the UK, trying to get around
£1.80 an hour.
Here in the UK, and they're being paid less than £2 an hour.
Well done, Scully, you Tory rat.
Firstly, why have you decided to stand down?
Look, for me, I have loved doing what I'm doing, but it's difficult at the moment, and I think my seat is eminently winnable, but MPs have a 5-year notice period, effectively, and I don't want to sign up for another 5 years. I'm not going to be part of the long-term solution of regaining that focus long-term, and so better to stand aside and let someone else step in and do that.
Click here for another episode of Tory Rats Jumping the Sinking Ship.